Hi, everybody. Welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host for this segment, Lady D. I hope you've all had an amazing week during this Mercury retrograde. We have about a week and a half of this retrograde to go, so we're halfway through it. It's been a bit trying at times, even for myself. So with this week, we do have a lot coming up with the astrology this week. We also have the full moon that's happening in Aquarius on the 20th of August at 4:25 a.m. That's Tuesday for me, and that's I'm here in Sydney. So on the other side of the world, it's probably more going to be on the 19th for you. So with this full moon in Aquarius, it could be about detaching yourself. It's not going to feel quite emotional because we're dealing with Aquarius and they aren't very emotional beings or people. I am an Aquarian too. It's going to be about detaching. I feel like it's also about like what's reality. There's a sense of logic here as well with this full moon. We do have some positive aspects to the moon too. We've got the trine, we've got the moon, which is going to be opposing Mercury. So you might be having a lot of thoughts here with different things, and it could be a sense of a lot of like thinking very logical as well. We've got a try with Mars to the moon. We've also got a try with Jupiter to the moon. So I just feel like it's not going to be too emotional. You might feel emotionally very, very happy or very free as well. And then we've got a sextile happening to Chiron. You actually have a lot of aspects to Chiron during this full moon. We've got a trine to the sun. We've got the sextile as well. We've got the trine to Mercury. Plus, we've got a sextile with Mars and a Jupiter sextile to Chiron. So I feel like with all those aspects of Chiron, it's something that's causing you a bit of turmoil, something that's caused you a lot of a headache, something that I always say Chiron's our emotional pain. So something that's really have caused you like a deep wound here. There's an outcome, some sort of positive outcome going to have out of that, or perhaps that you're just going to feel better about the situation as well. There's something that's been working in your favor to do with something that's caused you a lot of issues here. We've also got a try during this full moon with Uranus and Venus. So that's going to be unexpected with love and relationships, also with finances here, and it's going to be something positive too. At the same time, we still do have a little bit of have like one square to the moon. We've got a square with Mercury and also to Uranus here. So that can cause unexpected communication. It's been there for a while, for the last few weeks, unexpected with emotions, but at the same time, I don't feel like you're going to be too emotional. Maybe it could be that you've heard someone's told you something and they're expecting you to act a certain way and you're not acting the way that you want, what they except for them, they might perceive as a bit maybe that you're not being what's the word? Like like sympathetic. So those things may be coming up for you during this full moon. And I feel like it might feel like things are a bit full on as well. Um, we've still got those squares to Venus, to Mars, and to Jupiter, following that conjunction with the Jupiter and Mars. That's still sort of there today. So you're still going to feel that energy's there, and scoring to Saturn, a bit of frustration and problems with anger. They're coming up too. We've also got a conjunction happening with Mercury and the Sun. So that is happening on the 19th. That's happening. Also today, Mercury is moving into back into Leo. So with that, might feeling a little bit deflated. Your ego might feeling a bit deflated here. You might feel like you're not confident to say what you need to say. But then we've got a sextile that's going to be happening with Mars and Mercury on the 21st. And that might make you give you the confidence to say something to someone, and that might bring about some issues, but you on your side, you feel quite good about it too. So we've got a lot of chaotic energy happening at the moment with the planets. There's a lot that's been going on and going to continue on. I feel like this week people are trying to see the hope. There could be a sense of being triggered, but it's also, I feel like, a sense of moving on, like we want to move on from things too. But I feel like we're looking at different role models, like who's our role model, who can we look up to this week too. And with this full moon, it could be triggering things of being independent, not following the pack, doing things your own way, your own unique way, and not just following other people because that's what other people do. And it could also be about setting your own trend or doing your own thing, but emotionally wanting to be feeling free, not attached to anyone, not tied down, wanting to go over. Could be you're questioning everything. A lot of logic coming up here as well. We talk about role models. I feel like the perfect example is, and don't put adding on us with this breakdancer. Um, we all feel quite embarrassed with the breakdancer and everything that's going on with that. But she's not a role model. That's and essentially how we found out how she got into that, where she's got into the Olympics. But it's not a role model here, and this is what the astrology is showing up. Like we're questioning who's our role models. Where do we follow? Anyway, let's go to the caller. So we got here Leslie, who's from Holly Springs in Mississippi in America. So hi, Leslie, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you today?
Yes, I've had some problems at work because I'm an academic advisor at a small college here in town, and there's an issues about my confidence, and because I have an evaluation coming up here later this fall in November, and there is fear that I I might lose my job, but I have a lot of confidence. Do you see me having a positive evaluation coming up in November?
I feel like this is their problem, not your problem. Um, I feel like you're very cemented, like you're very grounded. And I feel like for you, it's just you're very like a realist. Like I say, like you're very like this is how it is. This is how it's going to be. This is what needs to be done. Um, I feel like the other people that are involved in this, they're not listening to you because I feel like they're scared of, of things blowing out of proportion or out of control. But I feel like you are quite like well, you said you're confident, but I do feel like you are confident. I feel like there's not much for you to worry about. I see you doing a lot of writing though, so I feel like I don't know if you're having to write about things or has to do with like doing the classes, but I do see you doing a lot of writing um, as 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 well. Um, too. Okay. So your dad is he alive or he's passed over? Is he alive? He's alive. Your father.
Thank you. We sing?
Your father, your dad, your dad. I just feel like I'm picking up your father, your dad. He's still with
Yeah.
us?
My father died. My father died 11 years ago this November.
Okay. You get his confidence, you get your confidence from him too.
Hmm.
And it's like it's his energy's around you a lot. It's like this man feels alive. Even though he's passed away, so he's telling me like I'm alive. So I feel like he feels like he's alive. I just feel like his energy, his presence is all around. Like everybody senses him or he sees him. But I feel like he's saying that you get his confidence from him. Um, he was very I feel like he was also very grounded, and he also would just says it as it is, like just comes out and says things. Like this man's not shy to say things. Um, and he's very proud of that too. I feel like he's very proud of his work and he's done his work too with him. Um, you're going on to bigger and better things. And I feel like when we get to like next February, there's something better or bigger that you're going into as well. And it's like you're not to shy away from it too. I feel like you need to be at a bigger campus. I feel like the small college is not working for you because it's like small minds or small thoughts, and where your mind is and where you're thinking. I feel like a bigger college or a bigger something with. I feel like you need to be in a bigger setting for you. And there's some change. I feel like in February that's coming up for you as well. You need to be patient and you need to wait things out. Um, like I feel like you're outspoken, but it's good. So I feel like they are going to bring up that you're outspoken, but I feel like it's good that you're outspoken. I always feel like too that they're a bit scared of you as well. So I don't feel the thing to worry about. I feel like they're very nervous of you. I feel like you need to stay there. but I feel like you need to be in a bigger campus, like something bigger where people are more open to whatever you're preaching or whatever you teach. Like there needs to be more of an openness here. So I feel like where you are, people are closed off or they're sort of shut down to either opinions or new views, or it's like people need a. It's like following the sheep here, but you're not you're like the black sheep in the white sheep with the herd here, a different one. Um, your
Yeah,
also your father
I
was
can.
he but was he a bit frugal when it comes to money, and did he like to collect things as well?
Can you repeat that, please?
Your father was a bit, as we say, frugal. So did he like to like sort of save money, or but also collect? I don't know if he like or coins or money as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
I
I just see
wasn't
him.
sure how he did with money, but I've become a better money manager over the years, and as I don't go out of town a lot.
No, no, no. Your father was your father like would he like say like he's got money like saving money or collect, or he would collect, being a collector of like coins and like money.
He he always he always believed in saving money.
Yes, yes. So like frugal. Yeah, I see him picking up money and saving it um, as well. But I hope that I've made sense to what I've said. I hope I've answered your question today.
Yeah, yes, and you feel I'm going to be there through the entire academic year, right through June 2025, and I do plan on applying for another academic advising job at a larger college institution somewhere in the Mid South area in about 6 to 8 months.
Well, I will see February, yeah, because I saw February and I see you need to be in the bigger space, a bigger area. Because where you are, it's too small. Like they're small minded, small minds. You need somewhere where you can sort of spread your wings and grow. But that's why I feel for you. But thank you for calling in today.
Hey, thank you.
Okay. So everybody, if you want to contact me, you can. My website is Lady D Psychic Parties. There's my Facebook page. My website is Lady D. Sorry, same thing. Sorry. My Instagram is Lady D a Psychic. My TikTok is Lady D Psychic, and my YouTube is Lady D. I'm also got exciting news. I'm collaborating on a new deck that's going to be coming out soon. If you go to my social media, which you'll find links to buy that deck as well. So I'll see you same time, same place next week. So bye for now.